I close my eyes. I imagine myself facing large double doors made of bronze. Those are the doors to my heart. Next to these doors, I see an angel, my guardian angel. I take a moment to visualize him. My angel opens the doors. I find myself walking in the streets of Jerusalem. As I look around me, I realize in anguish that today is no ordinary day. Today is a day of dread, of grief, of sorrow, and of torment. The streets of the city seemed to tremble with the weight of the horrifying event that had just unfolded. The air, thick with the scent of sweat, blood, and damp earth, still carries the echoes of Roman commands and the wailing of women. Ahead, a winding, narrow path of dust and stone bears silent witness to the passage of the condemned. A path that will forever be known as the Way of Sorrows or Via Dolorosa. Footprints smeared with dirt and sorrow mar the cobbled stones, where traces of crimson linger like silent wounds upon the city itself. As I recognize the blood of my beloved, a great rift tears through my chest, as though unseen hands had wrenched my heart apart and broke it to pieces. I muster all my courage and start following in Jesus' footsteps. The crowd that had lined the way is now unraveling, scattering like fallen leaves in an autumn wind. Some were standing in stunned silence, their hands still clenched over their mouth, unable to comprehend the depth of what they had seen. Others whisper in hushed tones, debating among themselves whether justice had been served or if innocence had been crushed beneath the weight of a Roman cross. A few linger, the weeping women, their faces streaked with tears, their shawls pulled tightly around trembling shoulders. The merchants, who had briefly abandoned their stalls to witness the spectacle, and the soldiers, brutal and indifferent. And up ahead, beyond the streets and the gates, Golgotha awaits. I climb the hill with trembling steps. My breath is ragged, my heart a hammer against my ribs. As I get to the top, I see her, The Virgin Mother stood there, a figure of silent agony, wrapped in a veil the color of deep mourning. She did not wail like the others. Her grief was carved into her very being, into the way she holds herself, rigid yet trembling, as if her body could barely contain the sorrow within her. Her hands, pale and slender, clutched at her chest as though trying to hold in a heart that had already shattered. Her lips moved in silent prayer, though no words escaped them. Her eyes, those sorrowful eyes, were locked on the cross before her, and in them was a depth of suffering no human soul could bear. Beside her stood the women, their garments damp with tears, their shoulders shaking as sobs racked their bodies. One, Mary Magdalene, had fallen to her knees, her fingers digging into the dry earth as if trying to anchor herself in a world that was unraveling. Another clutched the mother's arm, as though trying to lend her strength, though she herself was breaking. And then there was John, the youngest of the 12, yet the only one who remained. His face was pale, his dark eyes hollow with grief, his hands clenched into fists at his side. He stood close to the Virgin Mary, as though shielding her from a storm that could not be stopped. His lips trembled, but he spoke no words. What words could be spoken in such an hour? My gaze is lifted, drawn upward, past the tear-streaked faces, past the mourning and the silence, to the sight that would burn itself into my soul forever. Jesus. He hung upon the cross, his arms stretched wide, nailed to the rough wood, his body torn and bloodied beyond recognition. the thorns pressed into his brow, sharp and cruel, beads of crimson threading through his tangled hair. His chest rose and fell in labored breath, each one a struggle, each one a torment. The skin of his back was shredded, raw from the lash. His ribs stark beneath the weight of suffering. And yet, despite the agony, despite the shame, his eyes, my legs give way and I fall on my knees. His eyes, those eyes, they were not filled with anger, not with bitterness, not even with the purest sorrow. No, they were filled with love. A love deeper than the wounds that marred his flesh. A love stronger than the nails that held him captive. A love vast enough to bear the sins of the world upon broken shoulders and still gaze upon his tormentors with mercy. My Lord, my God, my beloved, my Jesus. What have you borne for us? For me, you, the sinless one, have taken my guilt. You, the King of heaven, hang in shame. You, the source of life, are poured out onto death. And still, in your eyes, I see no anger, no wrath, only mercy, only love. How? How can it be? How can the hands that shaped the stars now be pinned to splintered wood? How can the mouth that spoke the world into being whisper, "Father, forgive them"? Forgive us. Forgive me. Oh, my beloved, my Savior, I do not deserve this. I am unworthy. Yet you call me worthy by your wounds. I am nothing but dust, yet you spill your blood so that I may live. What can I offer you, my Lord? What gift is worthy of such a price? My heart, though frail, I lay before you. My soul, though stained, I give it into your hands. Let me die with you, O Jesus. Let my pride be crucified, my sins laid in the grave. And when you rise, raise me with you, my King. Teach me to love as you have loved. Teach me to forgive as you have forgiven. Jesus, I love you. Remember me, my Lord, remember me. When you come into your kingdom. Kneeling upon the dry, dust-laden earth, I feel as though the weight of the heavens had fallen upon me. My soul cannot contain the sorrow that pours into me like a flood, drowning me in the depth of his sacrifice. And then, soft as the whisper of the wind, I felt it. A hand upon my shoulder. Warm despite the coolness of the encroaching storm. Gentle, though grief had surely robbed her of all strength. A touch so light, so delicate, yet steady as the very foundations of the earth. Mary. Her veil clung to tear-streaked cheeks. The dark fabric shifting slightly in the breeze. Her eyes looked down upon me, not with despair, but with something deeper, compassion, strength, love. Despite her own suffering, despite the sword that had pierced her own soul, she comforted. She, the mother of sorrows, who had borne the Christ in joy and now watched him perish in agony. Still had love to give, even in the shadow of the cross, where her heart was breaking. She did not pull away from the pain of another. Take heart, she said. My Son has conquered the world. He is making all things new. I bow my head, overcome, my hands clutching the earth, as though to steady myself against the overwhelming grace of this moment. She squeezes my shoulder, a silent reassurance, a mother's touch, a quiet promise that even in this darkest of hours, love had not been extinguished. And so, with her hand upon me, I kneel at the foot of the cross, no longer alone.
Gesù Salvatore.